my name is Alex. I'm so glad that you decided to watch me today. My name is Living Skies Belle on mainly everything. I believe everyone should feel beautiful, and it's a little homage to my home province. So today I kind of thought that I would more focus on maybe some of the more common whips that I'm doing right now. And then I will show you my spinning project, because I forgot to talk about that in the last video. We went out to bigger Fibre Festival and I went with a lady from my knitting group, and I really was quite excited and happy I could have somebody to join with me. I'm going to start with the whips. So this is my whip number 1. And as you can see, there's a body now. And I decided to marl the top section so it has like the alternating forward pass, return pass of the main colors, and this color at the bottom, because I officially am pretty much out of most of the other colors. I still have 2 balls of the bottom, and I've set up the armhole edging. So I'm going to join my sleeves, which thankfully did grow out with blocking. So I'll kind of show that. I don't know. Hopefully I'm hopeful with more weight to movement, it'll kind of do a little bit more, but that's kind of what it looks like right now. I'm really quite excited. And I think I'm actually going to do a knit rip here, like throughout everything, just because I don't really like crochet rib. It's kind of a pain, and it doesn't really move like the way knit does. So that is my main whip at home, because now it's too big to take to work. I was taking the arms to work before, and now those are done. So, and then this is my socks. As I drop it, this is my socks, and I've done the leg and the heel, and now I'm just working on the foot, and then I'm going to start the toe, and then that'll be done too. This one's all weaved in, and I put in markers. And with the markers, it's just me counting the rows. So it's about every 20, and then it switches. Here's a 10, and then here's another one. So I know that I have to count a little bit faster before I start the toe decreases. And I decided to keep going, like to only end with a little bit of green, because I want to try and save some green for making another pair of socks, maybe for my daughter. And then on this sock, I have about 30 rounds. So I'm maybe about a third in. This one is going back to work with me. And yeah, so those are the 2 main whips that I've been taking with me places. And so I forgot to mention this in the last video. I am doing a Hanui spin with the sweater quantity weight of that. And the Hanui is from a mix of Bramble Ridge and Lair Artifacts. They're Canadian dyers, and one is in BC and the other one is in Quebec. So basically I'm in the middle of it. And I so far have split all of the yarn, or I should mean all of the fiber, into 3 sections. So that's what this is. What I did is I'll put some pictures or a video. I took some videos. I had all of them, and I kind of arranged it by color scheme, how muted some of the greens were. I mainly went with green and pink shift in the colorways. So I started off with a more muted over here, and then this is section 1, and then I started off with kind of more like less in your face, but still kind of colorful. And it's kind of, this is how they look. So the greens are a little bit more, not as visible, but not as bright, except for this one. He was kind of the outlier. And then I have a third that I split. The bags, the pillowcases are downstairs, so I'll show a picture of those, and that's kind of more my more vivid greens. So I'm hoping to put this at like the bottom of my torso, and then this amount of quantity is going to be in the middle, and then the really vivid fun colors I'm hoping to make the top. And with that, it's been really fun. I've been really enjoying myself. So far I've finished the section 1 part of the spin. So this is the arm, one of the arm plies. And what I did was I kind of split the yarn into pieces, and then I took those pieces and I split them into, I think I took about a quarter from the big pile of the sections, and then I split those into half so I could get like a kind of the similar repeat but not as long for the arms. So this is the arm ply. I got the other arm ply somewhere else, and then this is one of the body plies, and you can see it's kind of more of a muted pinky green, and I'm really quite excited to see how this turns out. I'm still letting them rest before I ply. I'm not 100% sure if I will do the plying and then I kind of wait until everything's done to do the washing, but I don't want to spoil it too soon for myself, so I might wait. And then, so I wanted to talk about my other spins, and this was the BFL fractal that I did. So I was able to ply it together, as you can see, and it turned out beautifully. I'll probably wash and thwack it with the sweater quantity spin because I like to kind of cluster. It makes it a little bit easier. Is the other BFL that I didn't really do any color management for, except I just spun end to end. And I split it. This one looks really good too. I was quite excited for this one. And then I had a little bit left over. Enough that I could probably maybe do something with. But this one is also a 3-ply. It's just more of one color or 2 colors. So it's a little less color changes because it's about lining up. And then I have the merino. I just split it and spun it. I'm quite loose with my plying, as I've now figured out, and it's kind of, I would like to work on getting better with plying, and it looks quite good. I'll have to show that in a close-up. And I'm sorry if you can hear kitties moving. They're all right by. And this is the final one. I'm really quite excited about it. This was also that merino fractal, my pop art color that I'd spun up. And yeah, I'm really quite excited about how this one turned out. I'll have to be really careful when I wash it because I don't want it to bleed. And I'll change the water a lot as well. This was the one-of-a-kind targhee that I gotten from Bramble Ridge, and this one I also spun it with the fractal, and I'm really also quite loving this one as well. It looks quite busy, but it'll look really good with something else. So this one has a lot of energy still in it, but that's all right. We went to Bigger Fibre Festival, and like I said earlier, and I had a lot of fun getting a lot of fibre to work on, hopefully over the summer, and keep myself busy while I'm waiting for some other fibre festivals. And this I got is Tailwind's Fibre mill. It's a now new mill somewhere in Saskatchewan. I think she's close to Regina. Not 100% sure though. And she like had a lot of, about 5 or 6 different sheep breeds that were also sheep from the prairies that she had milled and cleaned. So I got Isle de France, and this one is kind of a nice beautiful gray color. And she said that this one would be kind of most common to merino, because I really like spinning with merino, and it has a shorter staple length. She said about 3 inches, and I just really liked this color of it. I was hoping maybe I could spin it and maybe make some of the other spins I've done into maybe a hat, and then use this on the inside like as a liner. So this is the Isle de France sheep breed, and then I have Cotswold, and she said this one was a really quite long staple length. So this, I'm kind of trying to show it, but it's like 7, she said 7 inches. I'm not sure if that shows. She said it's about a 7-inch staple length, so it's really good for trying to spin more lacy like yarns or anything like that. And I was kind of looking for a little bit of a challenge, and I thought I'd try this. I really love the color of this. It's like a nice creamy white color, and I really don't have a plan for this one. I just got it because I liked it. And of course I got some fiber from Fireweed Fiber Co. These guys are based out of Winnipeg, and I really love their yarn. I was a part of a Jurassic club that I'm working on a sweater for at least 5 of them. And I got Polworth, and this color is Dazzling Delphinium, and it's beautiful. I also got this color, and it's a little bit of a mix of, like, it looks more under-dyed in some spots and with like bright blues. And this is Oatmeal BFL, and it's called Frozen. And I was hoping to make it kind of fit with these ones, so I think it'll work well eventually when I spin or make those into knit projects. This is from Little Barn Studio, and I got her 100% BFL base, inspired by the lady that I usually go with. These are her colors. And I got also like a section, a 5-piece section of like a pastel rainbow in merino superwash top. So I know this one is a little bit harder to spin just because that superwashness to it, but I might do a fractal with this, I'm thinking, but we'll see. This is kind of a fun, also not usually what I go for, but I really like that fractal that I did earlier. So those were all the fiber acquisitions, and then I got a little bit of yarn, not very much. I'm trying to stay on a lower amount of buying, and I tried to stick to kind of like a bluey green kind of theme. I don't know what happened to this guy. He kind of fell apart during the drive, and I haven't fixed it yet. So 2 of the mid knit cravings colors. This one is Curtain Call, and then this one is Patina. They have it as their Comfort Sport or DK. It really looks DK to me. And it's a superwash merino and nylon blend. And then I also got Nightingale Sport, also from the Little Barn Studio. And this is just 100% superwash merino. And I would almost say this is looking as well more DK. That these could go together as like a low contrast knit project, and but I'm not 100% sure. I know these will go together. This one is kind of my fun one. I forgot to say this was the color Peacock. And that is basically all of my recent acquisitions, aside from some patterns that I got that were on sale. And thanks so much for joining me, and have a beautiful day. I hope that also maybe this is a little bit better for filming. I noticed that I had really bad glasses glare, but I'd already filmed like 3 times and I just was like, we're done. Let's get it over with. And I hopefully might change again to downstairs after I get it more organized. It's quite messy down there. But thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Likes these colors. Wait for him to get comfortable. The cat is right underneath the tripod. Or not right underneath the tripod, but right adjacent to the legs.